Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, with all the excitement about the Arrow box set that's coming out in July, Bruce Lee: A Golden Harvest, obviously, you know, the log scene from Game of Death we're going to get to see, and the extended cut of the Big Boss, plus to see them all in 4K Ultra HD. There's a lot of excitement about it. But obviously, in the box set, there's the 40th anniversary of Enter the Dragon. Now, this is 10 years old now, give or take. Well, there is rumours that Enter the Dragon 4K Ultra HD will be released on the 8th of August. Now, will it have the same old extras that we've seen time and time again on various copies of Blu-rays and DVDs of Enter the Dragon? The audio commentary by Paul Heller and Michael Allen, who wrote Blood and Steel, the original title to Enter the Dragon. No Way As Way, the return to Han's Island. Wing Chun, the art that brought Kung Fu to Bruce Lee. Blood and Steel, the making of Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee in his own words documentary. The Linda Lee Cadwell interview gallery. The 1973 featurette location Hong Kong with Enter the Dragon. Backyard workout with Bruce Lee. Curse of the Dragon documentary. And trailers, TV spots and radio spots. Now, I've got these things time and time again on various Blu-rays and DVDs of Enter the Dragon. On August the 7th, Warner Brothers are releasing, as part of the 100 years with Warner Brothers, a box set. And it's got Enter the Dragon in there, along with Gremlins and a couple of other films, The Lost Boys and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I looked at the product description, and would you believe it? It says, product description, Enter the Dragon, 3 documentaries, Blood and Steel, the making of Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee, Curse of the Dragon, Bruce Lee in his own words, vintage featurette location, Hong Kong with Enter the Dragon, interview gallery with Linda Lee Cadwell, backyard workout with Bruce, vintage home movies, theatrical trailers, and TV spots. That can't be it. That can't be it. We've had this so many times. Now, the budget for Enter the Dragon, when it was made back in '73, was $850,000. Warner Brothers actually cashed in on the back of that over $400 million and counting. Don't you think it's about time they give us something back? See, this year is not just only the 50th anniversary of Enter the Dragon. This is the 50th year of the sad passing and the tragic death of Bruce Lee. He died in '73. I'm kind of appalled. I'm hoping I'm wrong on this, but this is what I've got on. When I've looked on Amazon at this Warner Brothers box, I had a little look, and in small writing it shows you the features, and I was like, you're kidding me. Right, so yes, we're going to get Enter the Dragon in 4K Ultra HD. I mean, obviously we got it in 2K in the Criterion box set. But I'm a little bit disappointed, and I'm hoping I'm wrong on this. I really am. Surely the Warner Brothers executives realise Bruce Lee is as popular as he ever was, and his popularity seems to just be growing and growing. I'm really praying they will do something really special. But to be honest with you, looking at this and I'm searching around, there's not a lot of hype. There's a lot of forums talking about what to expect, but nothing official apart from this box set that's coming out. And don't get me wrong, it sounds wonderful, this box set, all the films in 4K Ultra HD, and we're going to want to watch Enter the Dragon that way. Of course we are. I'm hoping they do a lovely job with it, but it's a little bit disappointing. So I've got to thinking now, what would I really like to see? What would I, as a Bruce Lee fan, it's my favourite movie of all time. It had such an impact on me when I was a child. 14, 15, by the way. Weren't exactly a child, but, you know, a young man. And I got to thinking, I thought, what would I like to see Warner Brothers do for Enter the Dragon? Obviously, I want a lovely, pristine 4K Ultra HD. Not just of the extended cut. I would like to see the theatrical cut that Criterion did put on their Bruce Lee His Greatest Hits box set. It was wonderful, and for me personally, I prefer that version. Even though there's less Bruce, I think the phony voice when he was talking to his teacher, the Shaolin monk, at the beginning, kind of spoils it, and it breaks the flow of the intro, to me. Obviously, as much Bruce Lee as we could always get is a bonus. And I have heard somewhere there is the original recording of Bruce Lee's voice on that particular scene. Where is it? Why can't we have a listen? How wonderful would that be for Bruce Lee fans to be able to watch that scene with Bruce Lee's voice? It might not be the greatest recording, but now with AI and all this software to bring things up and clean things up, I would love to hear it. I really would. Now, I know Bruce Lee's early films, at Golden Harvest, they were shot without sound and they added them later. But Warner Brothers didn't do that. So, somewhere out there is Bruce Lee talking to the priest. I want to hear it. I'd like to hear it. How about a couple of 4K new trailers as well? Some up-to-date, with all the effects that they can do now. How about some new high-definition 4K trailers to whet our appetite and get us in the mood for this? What about some deleted scenes? We know that Warner Brothers wouldn't just do one take. I mean, when Bruce Lee done that amazing nunchaku routine, there's no way he did it with one take. It was superb. And we've seen Game of Death, the bloopers and the outtakes. Bruce Lee done them countless times to be able to do it properly. Why can't we see that? We know there is behind the scenes footage because we've seen bits of it in certain documentaries. We have. What about some new commissioned artwork by Tony Stella or Tom Ralston, who are doing the artwork for the Golden Harvest box set that's coming out by Arrow? Seems like Arrow are really putting in a lot of effort. They're not the same size company as Warner Brothers. 400 million you made on the back of that small movie. You tight so-and-sos. How about some interviews with David Freeman? The photographer, he put out that amazing book, which I didn't get, unfortunately, A Photographer's Journey. He was right there. He's still about, doing talks now. How about some new interviews with him? How about an up-to-date interview with Sammo Hung? Not just talking about Bruce Lee, talking about the opening scene to Enter the Dragon that Bruce shot specifically. I don't understand. Why can't we see Sammo talk about what they'd done, how it was involved? We would love this. This is Bruce Lee fans' dream. He was there. He was the opponent fighting Bruce Lee at the beginning of Enter the Dragon. And if you look on YouTube, and I will link this down below, Ahna Capri, who starred as Tanya in the film, she was the leading lady, who's no longer with us, as well as Bruce Lee, John Saxon, Jim Kelly, Shea Keen. They're all gone now. But there's a Super 8 footage that's out there. Why isn't that ever included on a Enter the Dragon box set? I'm sure they'd be able to clean it up a little bit, maybe put some context behind it. I just don't understand. Why wouldn't they use these things? Also, there's an Enter the Dragon locations documentary. Again, it's poor quality. It's on YouTube. I'll link that down below. With Bay Logan. Bay Logan puts his own spin when he's talking about Bruce Lee. There's enthusiasm. There's knowledge. It's fantastic. He knows so much. That little bit where he's talking about Enter the Dragon, I learned so much that I didn't know by just watching the Blu-rays and DVDs. Why isn't that on there? Why can't they just hire Bay and say, put something special together? There's, I don't know, 500 grand. Go and do something special. I don't understand. Invest back into the fans that have bought Enter the Dragon countless times and get the same old extras. How about some new audio commentaries? Sure, the Paul Heller and Michael Allen ones are informative and great, but how about some Bruce Lee experts? Matthew Polly, Brandon Bentley, Mike Leader, Bay Logan. Why can't we have some audio commentaries by them? How about a new interview with Lalo Schifrin, the Argentinian composer who done the soundtrack to Enter the Dragon, one of the most iconic soundtracks out there as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the soundtrack has sold over 500,000 copies worldwide. Went gold. It put Lalo right. I mean, he was already famous because of his Mission Impossible and he's done some amazing soundtracks. But to me, Enter the Dragon soundtrack is one of the best. It really is. It's got Bruce Lee's original battle cries. It would be wonderful to have an up-to-date interview with Lalo. It really would. Listen to me having a little moan. But the thing is, I'll be so disappointed. Such an iconic, important film that has made Warner Brothers so much money. They just treat us like cash cows. So we're going to get a 4K Ultra HD, probably the extended version with the voice that, let's be honest, not even the theatrical cut that we all fell in love with when we all got it on VHS back in the day. Yeah, I'm a little bit, I'm anxious, that's the word. I think they should do it justice, not only because, like I said, it's Enter the Dragon's 50th anniversary. It's the 50th anniversary of Bruce Lee's passing. God rest his soul. So, that's me having a little whinge about it. What would you like to see? What extras would you like to see on Enter the Dragon 50th anniversary? Would you like to see a double box set? You know, the film with the theatrical cut as well as the extended cut, sourced Bruce Lee's original dialogue, or even maybe with AI these days, is it possible to be able to recreate his voice? I'm sure it would be. What would you like to see anyway? So, after all that, are you looking forward to seeing Enter the Dragon 50th anniversary in 4K Ultra HD? I certainly am, that's for sure. But I kind of feel like Warner Brothers are going to do that thing that Warner Brothers do and just keep putting out the same stuff all the time, just with an improved picture. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see on Enter the Dragon 50th anniversary edition. I know Arrow are doing an amazing job of all the other films, but obviously they didn't have license to do stuff with Enter the Dragon because that's their precious. Not that they do anything special with their precious, but I'd like to know, I really would like to know what you think about the upcoming Enter the Dragon 50th anniversary, and what extras would you like to see put on there? New artwork, new trailers, some new documentaries, just something new. Anyway, right. Sorry about that, guys. Right, if you like this sort of video, possibly give us a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel. With that, guys, I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care of yourselves.